Hello, and welcome to our podcast, Inwards Insights on Governance and Sustainability. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Gordon. Today, we want to dive into some pressing issues in sustainability, namely greenwashing and how breaking things down into practical steps can make a real difference.
Let's start by looking at the current sustainability landscape. Over recent years, we've witnessed a growing commitment to sustainability from companies and organizations. There's been amazing progress, but it's also come with setbacks, like a surge in greenwashing incidents.
Absolutely. For every genuine effort, there's a story of someone trying to appear greener than they actually are. So while more organizations are talking about their sustainability initiatives, the public is becoming more skeptical, demanding evidence and accountability at every turn.
So, what exactly is greenwashing? Put simply, it's when companies exaggerate or misrepresent their environmental actions to appear more sustainable than they are. And it's a real issue. In fact, some well-known major brands have been called out for misleading claims about their sustainability efforts.
Closer to home, there was a landmark case in Singapore. In December 2024, the Advertising Standards Authority of Singapore found a video advertisement for a Prism Plus air conditioner misleading in its environmental claims. This was the first time a company was in breach of greenwashing regulations here. It's a sign that authorities are getting serious about holding organizations accountable for their claims.
Regulators are responding with stricter rules, not just in Singapore, but around the world. The aim is to protect consumers and encourage truthful communication. A 2023 study by the NUS Center for Governance and Sustainability found that more than half of online products' environmental claims were either vague or couldn't be backed up with evidence. It's a wake-up call for companies to do better.
Sometimes these misleading claims happen because companies don't fully understand sustainability or the regulations. But whether it's intentional or not, it undermines trust and slows down real progress. For organizations, sustainability isn't just about emissions or water usage. It covers everything from supply chains to risk management and finance. For consumers, it's about making choices that consider broader impacts.
So why is sustainability so tough to achieve? Sometimes it feels overwhelming, almost unreachable, like a distant goal set years into the future. That mindset makes it easy for old habits to persist or for efforts to head off course. Behavioral change is hard, especially when the steps feel too big or too complex.
Exactly. When sustainability is seen as this massive abstract goal, it can paralyze both organizations and individuals. But there are ways to make it manageable and actionable.
That brings us to what we call the smaller servings approach. Instead of trying to tackle everything at once, break down sustainability into bite-sized, easier to understand actions. This can make a huge difference. For organizations, it means clearly mapping out what sustainability means for employees, partners, and customers, step by step.
Think of tailored resource toolkits. For example, the U.S. Sustainable Procurement Framework presents guiding principles and highlights in a listicle and a graphic. These simple resources help employees understand what sustainable operations look like for their team, what they should measure, and what pitfalls to avoid. When people can see how their everyday actions feed into a bigger goal, they're more likely to get involved and make lasting changes.
For organizations, practical tools like infographics, checklists, and jargon-free videos make sustainability accessible. It's about translating big ideas into everyday practices. Transparent communication is key. Project descriptions, timelines, and progress reports, such as those featured on the United Nations Sustainable Development Goal Actions platform, help everyone stay informed and engaged.
And when sustainability efforts are clear and transparent, partners, customers, and even regulators can evaluate an organization more effectively and confidently. Clarity builds trust.
What about individuals? Sometimes living sustainably feels just as daunting, but you don't have to change everything overnight. Focus on building habits, one step at a time. For example, bring a reusable container for lunch or keep reusable bags handy for grocery shopping. Start by shortening air conditioning hours at night before tackling bigger changes like cycling to work or growing your own vegetables.
The idea is to make one change, get comfortable, and then add another. This incremental approach feels less overwhelming and builds up over time to form a sustainable lifestyle. Planning is crucial. If you know you'll need takeaway, pack your container the night before. Small preparations lead to big results.
Whether you're a company or a consumer, communicating sustainability matters. Organizations should refer to local advertising codes and resources. For example, the Asia chapter of the Public Relations and Communications Association had released the guidelines for environmental sustainability claims.
All in all, there are three golden rules. First, consider the overall impact of the product or service. Second, be ethical and avoid deception. Third, substantiate every claim. If you can't back it up, don't say it. Credibility lasts longer than short-term publicity.
And for consumers, always look for clear evidence in sustainability claims. Don't just take the marketing at face value. If you're unsure, ask questions and do a bit of research.
So, to sum up, sustainability is possible when we break down lofty goals into small, practical actions. Whether you're leading an organization or planning your next grocery trip, small steps really do add up.
Thanks for joining us today. This podcast is brought to you by the Center for Governance and Sustainability at the National University of Singapore Business School. For more resources and ideas, check out CGS's ebook, 15 Lessons in Corporate Sustainability and Governance. See you next time.